Kris Boyd set to leave the Hurricanes with a heavy heart. Kris Boyd set to leave the Hurricanes with a heavy heart. No matter how the 2018 Super Rugby turns out, there won't be a fairy tale finish for Kris Boyd. Yes, he's enthused about moving on to become Director of Rugby at English club Northampton. But Wellington is home and the Hurricanes remain firmly where the outgoing head coach's heart is. In a perfect world I would have stayed at the Hurricanes for 10 years and retired, and I would have been delighted to have done that, Boyd said after announcing that this would be his fourth, and last, season with the Hurricanes. Boyd turned 60 this year and, for whatever reason, has decided his future lies in England. Assistant coach John Plumtree, with whom Boyd's enjoyed a long and fruitful coaching partnership, is now poised to succeed him. Not that the pair had full control of the reins at all times. All Blacks Steve Hansen was a silent partner in how things Hurricanes ran, Boyd indicated. I understand and respect the 12-week break the All Blacks need, but it is a bit rushed to get them back in, Boyd said. He had not discussed the issue with the All Black power broker. I haven't spoken to Steve Hansen in 3 years, so nothing changes in that space. As for Plumtree, he is 7 years Boyd's junior and walked away from the assistant coach's job with Ireland to join the Hurricanes. Since then he turned down the offer of the Highlanders' head coaching role. He's ambitious and driven, and it appears his time has come. For Boyd, the fact the All Blacks are something of a closed shop means he's had to look elsewhere to continue coaching. Once you get a Super Rugby head coach in New Zealand, there's really nowhere to go, and I think it's an issue potentially for New Zealand rugby that there's a lot of experience and intellectual property that ends up going overseas, said Boyd. The Northampton offer was one of 6 or 7 Boyd considered, and the decision to accept it will intrigue some people. At his age, and with his pedigree as a Super Rugby title winner, Boyd could be excused for chasing a national role. He was the technical advisor of the Tonga team that beat eventual finalist France at the 2011 Rugby World Cup and had been linked with Wales in recent times. I don't really work on goals. If in something, you want to do the best you can, and if it works out well then another door will open. If it doesn't, then the door's close, he said. I didn't really have a goal of coaching international football. So he'll head off to Northampton at the end of the Super Rugby season and simply take things as they come. Boyd doubts he'll work with Plumtree again, having done the Wellington, Sharks and Hurricanes jobs together, and was non-committal about whether chase the All Blacks post in the future. If it means that it's the right thing for me to give it away after my stint in Northampton, then that's what will happen. If it goes particularly well in Northampton and I was really enjoying it and they wanted to extend, then that'll happen. If you ask me where you think he'll be in 3 years' time, I actually have no idea. All he could say for sure was that he had a bit of dirt north of Wellington City, at Portahanui, and that'd eventually go back there and probably even be buried there. In the meantime, Boyd will be doing everything he can to ensure the 2018 Hurricane season is every bit as good as the previous ones under his watch, in which the team have been runners-up, champions and semi-finalists.